Motivation techniques for managers have been highly debated, especially through the 20th and 21st centuries. Ultimately, the goal comes down to motivating staff so that they want to do the tasks assigned for themselves. However, the list of benefits for a motivated workforce go on and on. These benefits include an increase in productivity, delegated objectives are easily achieved, employee turnover decreases, and above all, motivation leads to a positive and happy workforce in any organization. So how do we achieve this? In order for employees to be motivated, they need their own basic needs met in order to pursue what is called their personal growth and development, resulting in higher job satisfaction and an increase in job performance. Perhaps the most prominent style of motivation for managers is Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which clearly defines a 5-stage process for motivation. Once each stage is complete, and then the individual can continue their journey to self-actualization, which produces the highest amount of performance. The first step is survival. This tenders to the most basic of human needs, such as breathing, food, water, sex, sleep, etc. Most career paths already offer the modern-day basic needs of survival, such as a wage, perhaps with some benefit options, thus fulfilling these physiological needs like the ability to obtain food and water and perhaps buying a home. However, fulfilling this need still leads to a disengaged workforce. Step number 2 is security. This is where an employee stays in their career path out of necessity. These first 2 stages are where the use of Maslow's hierarchy of needs as a pyramid is flawed, as managers use survival and security as motivators, when in actual fact these are base needs, and even when fulfilled in the workplace, the employee is still disengaged with the assigned workload. Our approach consists of consolidating the top 3 stages in Maslow's hierarchy of needs together in a flatline approach in order to achieve a high level of motivation. Stage 3 is belonging. Being a part of a team and achieving success together is a high motivator, as is being socially involved with your colleagues. Companies with a history of social and other camaraderie building activities have a higher degree of employee engagement than companies that are all business all the time. From this stage we start to see employee engagement and higher levels of performance. Stage 4 is importance. This need dovetails from the belonging need in the sense that individuals need to feel like they're important to a team, projects, and the overall organization. This need is most prevalent inside of larger companies where the need to engage employees on a personal level becomes harder and harder, especially for higher level management. As discussed earlier, Maslow's hierarchy of needs has to be used especially in consideration of the top 3 stages of the process, the highest of these being self-actualization. Most employees have some kind of ambition and want to achieve more than what they're currently positioned. Giving them opportunities for growth, learning, leadership and advancement gives them all the tools that they need to begin self-actualization within the company's walls. Leads to a higher engaged staff, which equals higher job performance, and this is good news for any company. These needs are critical for the fulfillment of satisfying professional life and career. So how can you provide this type of environment for your employees? The first 2 needs are fairly simplistic. Pay your employees a livable wage and don't make them feel like their job is always on the line. Have a strong organizational culture that promotes teamwork and inclusion, and you can begin to feel the 3rd need. The 4th need, importance, is where things like employee recognition come into play. Self-actualization is realized because when employees feel important and recognized. A collaboration of these 3 stages of the hierarchy as equal motivators, employees feel like they can take on more ownership of their role and more leadership role within the company.
Created using Powtoon.